Good morning, everybody out there in Mathland. Today we will be discussing the second lesson on chapter 13, and it'll be about identifying and drawing angles. So we are going to start on the second page of this lesson, which is page 612. It is in the back. Now, just like yesterday, I told you that these little boxes with information would be helpful to keep around for things like the test at the end of the chapter. Same thing counts for these. So I would put these somewhere where you can see them during the test. I thought about a cool idea, which is you can cut them out of the page and maybe glue them to a piece of paper or construction paper somewhere where you can see all your charts together. That would be like a really cool learning tool for the test, and it's like our little review sheet. So today we're going to be talking about angles. Angles are formed with two rays or two line segments that have the same endpoint, and we call that endpoint a vertex. So right here, just like I said, an angle is formed by two rays or line segments that have a common endpoint. Common means the same one, and it's called a vertex. The rays or line segments are the sides of the angle. So as you can see, this is a ray right here, and this is a ray right here, and they share the same endpoint, which is point B, okay? Now, in order to name an angle, and we call it an angle because it forms this little space right here. We have a symbol for it, and it's doing an angle symbol. And we call it A, B, C, or you can also see C, B, A, or you can just call it by its endpoint, angle B. As you can see, the most important part is naming that common shared endpoint. The B stays in the same middle position no matter if you call it ABC or CBA, because the B is really the most important part. Angle ABC, angle CBA, or angle B. So the easiest way would really be to just call it by its endpoint. Now, angles are part of a family, okay? And I have a funny way of remembering each of them, and I will tell it to you right now. So I call it the angle family, and this is why, okay? Angles can either be a right angle, a straight, acute, or obtuse angle, and each of them have particular characteristics, which is why they get their name. So, like in a family, I think everybody has their different family members, so I'm going to start with mom. So a right angle is an L-shaped angle. That means that it forms a perfect L, a perfect square corner right here. It is also 90 degrees exactly, because angles are measured in degrees, okay? So 90 degrees exactly is what a right angle is. Now, a right angle is mom, because moms are always right. Just deal with it. Moms are always right, so that's why mom is a right angle. I'm going to go ahead and skip to obtuse right now. An obtuse angle is open more than a right angle and less than a straight angle. That means that this would have been 90 right here, but it goes bigger, okay? It goes bigger. So it is greater than 90 degrees, okay? It is greater than 90 degrees. Therefore, I call this the dad angle, because dads usually are the taller, bigger member of the family. And of course, every family, if they're growing their family, they need a baby. So this is your baby angle. This is acute. It's so cute. An acute angle is open less than a right angle. So this is less, backwards, Miss Rivera. It is less than 90 degrees. Because it's the baby. He's little. Very good. He's little. So daddy, mommy, baby. And then there's grandpa. It's a straight angle, forms a straight line. So it's an angle that's actually laying down because grandpa's tired and he needs to lay down. It is always exactly 180 degrees, and this is why. If it was a straight angle, or sorry, a right angle, it would have been 90 here. And this other side would also been this L right here, 90. So if you add 90 and 90, you get 180. So that's why this is a straight angle. He's laying down. Grandpa's tired. Okay, so to review, you have right angles, which are exactly 90 degrees. They form that perfect L, just like this. You have obtuse angles, which open for a larger amount than 90, so they're like daddy. Then we have an acute, the baby, that's less than 90, greater than 90, less than 90. And then grandpa, which is exactly 180 degrees, okay? He's laying down. So right here, we are going to practice using this information to answer questions. Write 3 names for the angle, this one right here, and classify it. Well, we learned that the angle symbol is like this, almost like an L that's like falling down. And we can call it LKJ. LKJ. You know, K needs to be in the middle because it's the shared common endpoint. We can also put these letters in reverse order, so JKL, but K remains in the middle. Or I can call it just angle K, just by its endpoint, okay? The angle right here opens more than a right angle. See, it's bigger. A right angle would have been right there. So it's open further than it, okay, a right angle. And it's less than a straight angle. Straight angle would have been laying down right there. So this is called an obtuse angle. It's a daddy angle, okay? Now, please, on a quiz, don't write daddy angle. Please call it obtuse. Okay, write the name for the angle and classify it. Well, this little square corner is your indication that it is a right angle. The only angles that get this box right here are right angles. So this is a right angle. It has a few names, but they only say write a name, so they only want one name. Because we only have one letter, that's angle P. That's the common endpoint. Over here, it is laying down. Who lays down? Grandpa lays down. That is a straight angle, and it's called angle XYZ. It could also have been angle ZYX or just angle Y, but this is one of the correct ones. They only wanted one. Now it says here, angle FGH is acute. Draw and label the angle. Acute angles are less than 90. So to draw it, we just draw something that is small and cute. Now, it has 3 letters, which means there's a point here, there's a point here, and there's a point there. G is in the middle, which means G is its endpoint. And then this could be F, this could be H, or you could have flipped them over to the other side. Draw and label. You could have also done an acute angle this way. They can open either way. Edge GF. As you can see, the G would still be the common shared endpoint. Okay, let's move on to the next page. So write a name for the angle and classify it. Okay, just like we did with those first 2 problems, we're gonna do that again for this one. This right here is open. This would have been mommy angle right here, but it's open more than mommy angle and less than grandpa angle. Grandpa angle would have been right there. So therefore, this is obtuse, and it's angle Q, because that's the shared endpoint. Over here, this would have been mommy angle right here. So it's less than mommy angle, so that's acute. And it's angle M and O, or angle O and M, or angle M. All of those would have worked. Laying completely down, that's grandpa, that's a straight angle, and I call it angle RST. You see the S has to be in the middle. It could have also been angle TSR or angle S. Please make sure you're always including that little symbol in the front. If not, you're just putting letters on there for no reason. So I need the angle symbol. Over here, draw and label the angle. So angle XYZ is right. That means it forms that perfect L. Make sure you include that symbol to let me know that is a right angle. Dot here, dot here, dot here. This could be X, this would be Y, that would be Z. Like I said, you could have drawn this angle this way, you could have drawn it this way, so it doesn't necessarily have to be facing that direction, but this is just the one I chose. And as you can see, y is the shared endpoint because it's in the middle. Straight angle. So straight line like that. K would be in the middle because it's right there. J, L. Every time you put those letters down, you have to draw that point on the line. Don't just do, because I might not be able to see that. Like, actually draw that point nice and dark. So it says here, use the figure, use 3 letters to name each angle. This figure is composed of a bunch of different rays together and lines and stuff like that, forming different angles. So that means that there could be sample answers here that different people could pick different things. So I'm just going to show you for each of them, you know, what I would have picked, but it's not necessarily the only correct answer. It says use the figure, use 3 letters to name each angle. So use 3 letters. So don't just use the endpoint. Use 3 letters so that we can know which angle you meant more correctly. Name an acute angle. There's more than one, but right now, right here, I see one, okay? And this letter D is for this one. It's just that they didn't want to put it in here to be smaller. So D stands for this point. So this right here, I see that it's acute right there. So this is angle ACD. ACD, okay? Now, name 2 different obtuse angles. They need to be nice and big. Well, I see ACF because C, if this was right here, this would have been a right angle, but it's open more. So ACF. Angle ACF. But they need 2. So, and there's one right here. Look at this. Look at how open this is because this would have been a right angle here, but it's open more than that. So therefore, angle CFG. Oh, sorry, angle CFG. Okay. Name 2 different straight angles. Well, I see a 1 grandpa right here laying down. CDE, so angle CDE. And then I also see this one going up and down, but it's a straight angle also. BDF, angle BDF. Okay, and now name 3 different right angles. Well, there's a ton, because look, box, 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 box. There's at least 5. So here we go. I'm going to pick this one to start with. DFG, angle DFG. There's also BDE. BDE. There's also BDC going this way. Angle BDC. So therefore, there's a bunch of different ones you could have chosen. There was also FDC. There was also FDE. So there were plenty you could have chosen from. Structure, draw to complete each angle. So for an acute angle, what would the other ray have to look like? Anywhere around here, just less than that one. Obtuse, that means that it has to be open like that. Right, right there with a little indicator, and straight, right there, okay? We completed it by drawing the other ray. Back here, it says, which angle of the skateboard ramp is acute? Here's the ramp, the skateboard ramp, sorry. Here's an angle here, an angle here, an angle there. So it says, which of the skateboard ramp is acute? So out of these ones, which is acute? Well, angle A, 1 second, please. Sorry, angle A, right here, opens greater than a right angle and less than a straight angle. See, it's an obtuse, so that cannot be it. Angle B is a right angle. C is the square corner here of the ramp. But angle C opens less than a right angle. Look at how small and baby cute it is, the baby of the family. So angle C is the acute angle. Okay, over here. Use 3 letters to name an angle of the wind turbine that is obtuse. Well, there's plenty of answers because this right here is obtuse. This, or this one here is acute actually, because this would have been right. So it's acute, and this is acute too. So we can either pick this one or this one. I'm gonna pick this one on this side. So angle STU, STU. Okay, over here. Trace and label 2 right angles, 2 obtuse angles, and 2 acute angles in the painting. Okay, there's a lot of them, so let's be careful when we're doing our work here, okay? It says here, trace and label 2 right angles. Look at a right angle right here. Label them, so A, B, C, for example. And here's another right angle right here. So this could have been D, E, F, for example. Okay, then it says 2 obtuse angles. So they have to be open more than that. So look at this yellow guy right here. This one here would have been an obtuse angle. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So G, H, I, for example, would have been obtuse. And then, I'm looking. This one right here, for example, could have been obtuse. J, K, L, for example. And 2 acute. Okay, acute, here we go. This one right here could be an acute angle. And this one right here could be an acute angle with more letters. So there's plenty of different choices on there. 16, how many different angles are in the window? And name all the different angles. So this is an interesting question because there's so many. So I'm gonna try to take it slow so that you can see it, okay? First angle that I see is AFB. AFB. So angle AFB right here, okay? Then I also have AFC. That's a right angle, AFC. AFC, okay? I also see AFD. Look at that. Obtuse angle, all those 3, AFD. Do you see it? So I go AFD. And there's also the straight one, AFE. AFE. Now, let's start with the letter B. I could have BFC, this angle right here. So angle BFC. I also see angle BFD, this one right here. BFD. And I also have BFE, obtuse. BFE. Now let's do the letter C. CFD. CFD, you see it right there. And then there's also CFE. And now I see DFE. So in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 angles. And of course, all these letters, if you flip them BFA, I understand that is another way of calling, but it's the same angle. You're just calling it differently. So don't count those twice. Okay, so that would be 10 angles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take your time doing this homework. Definitely have an adult check it. Take it very seriously when you're working on it. Don't rush through it just to get to something else. Online learning is just as important as live learning because you're still learning new material. That's why we take the time to do instructional videos so that you can learn. So always watch them first so you know what you're doing. And I will see you a little bit later. Okay, bye-bye.